Ok, buenas tardes, buenos días, buenas noches, cuando sea que me vean, donde sea que me vean. Estamos empezando ahorita. Ok, debo hablar más fuerte, pero para bien o para mal, el ruido afuera no se escucha, así que todo está bien. Ok, ya. Ponerle esta red, servidor de Europa. Ah, estoy muy atrasado en Europa a comparación de América en términos de historia. Bueno, peor es así y mucho peor es el cuarto, pero lo que va es a hacerlo. Afuera están haciendo mucho ruido, así que es medio tedioso, pero bueno. Tengo un vaso con agua. No sé cuándo va a durar, pero bueno, es un vaso con agua. Y de momento, poco a poco, estoy ahorrando. Y he estado aquí porque estaba básicamente he estado subiendo para querer subir al Luocha. Ah, es el este, ok. Y de estos tengo este y este, supongo. Y este, ok. 21. Poco a poco, no sé si estoy hablando fuerte o estoy hablando bajo. Es que en serio, arriba. Ah, es que me quedan dos. Okay. Y unos 12. Y con eso ya tendría para hacer unos dos más. Y subirle. Listo. En serio, sí me doy cuenta que te necesito muchos libros. Muchísimos libros, what the fuck. A ver si puede. Y ya está 10. Ok. 64. Sí. Pero claro, sí, esto se escuchó. 44. Ok. Tengo 3 tiradas, no hay mucho. Necesito muchos de aquí, entonces F. Acá tengo algo. Esto necesita subirse. Aunque también es cierto que como es Bronia, no... O sí. Bueno, solo un poco. Le subo un poco más. Y ya. Y aquí tendría mucho que hacer. Me falta farmear muchos jefes aquí. Ok. Pero bueno. Nuevas amistades, nuevas alegrías. Utiliza la foto que recibe en tu teléfono para encontrar la mensajera. Santo saber esta acción. Periplo por el paraíso de los inmortales. Es hora de encontrar al fin.
It's hard for a wanderer to find rest in this world.
Bueno, el nombre cabió perfectamente. Supongo que debería intentar actualizar fotos.
Hurry up, Chincha. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
Okay.
I heard there was a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve? I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right now, Qingchue.
Even if the sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. What she lacks in height, she more than makes up for in stamina. Anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time is precious. I'm simply multitasking. It's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor? What kind of problem can they possibly be facing?
¿Quién sabe? Falta de cupones.
Isn't this hand a problem? I have the worst luck.
Bueno, F la mala suerte.
Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests.
No querrás que la gran Evia se entere de que has estado jugando mientras que tenías que esperarnos a recoger, ¿verdad?
I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Ah! Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! Pass!
Pasó.
So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind! And
Sí,
wouldn't that be
tranquilo.
more fun too? Better to show you the real Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Xianzhou pastime, Celestial Jade! Ha-ha! Victory! Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests.
Ah, una
I
sonrisa
must
sincera.
apologize for your long wait, honored guests.
It wasn't too long.
50.
Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad to hear it. You clearly have excellent taste. If you're interested, I can show you how to play. It's great fun.
Sure.
Well, sí
Mr.
que es
Yang,
interesante.
is this really the best time? Ah, look. Is that a...
Sí, es
It's
el
an
árbol.
ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Lafu's prized treasure.
Thank you. Ah, mira, sí se veía antes de que lo revitalicen. Sí que estaba grande.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether.
No sabía que la comisión de transporte celeste fuera aficionada a la historia. Desde ahí habría sido
From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump.
medio...
But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens and from it celestial bodies hung. Meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
Ah, podían decirlo así, tan alto como el cielo y que sus ramas colgaban estrellas.
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station?
Por ahí.
No, that can't be right. Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it fit in the Xianzhou?
Bueno, eso también tiene sentido. Cualquier árbol encaja... Cualquier árbol de la nave espacial encajaría en la descripción, ¿verdad? Parecía un árbol de una magnitud increíble.
Exactly. Let's just say it was bigger than your imagination. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it.
Ah,
Let's go.
then sure.
The pharmacology of this draught of draconic surge is peculiar. I'll need time to run a thorough analysis. When I have a conclusive answer, I'll contact you immediately.
Extrañaré poder verte ahí. I will be sad. Pero bueno. Debo ponerme más a la derecha. Ahí. Bueno, era a la izquierda. Me equivoqué. Listo. Y si veo la imagen de portada, sin duda es diferente. Muy diferente. Wow. Ah, no, espera, sí. No. Una foto con el árbol, pero el árbol de aquí. Listo. Y ahora hago una mejor detalle de la... Sí, ahora que no sé por qué rayos se me ocurre hacerlo ahora y no antes. Pero bueno. Vea la comisión de la adivinación.
I don't believe
Need your extractor cleaned or your stars?
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close. Just a heads up, please don't go running off once we're inside. Maybe the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her buttons.
We're just here for the questioning. We'll leave as soon as it's over.
El árbol del medio, ok. Con el puerto. Este. Y el más reciente. Este. Este. Con tranquilidad y... Vamos a ver cómo lo ve. Ok. Ok. Espera, si lo... C, control V. Pongo uno ligeramente más arriba, pero con un disolver. Y una flecha. Ok, alguien me está viendo, entonces haz pesar. Sí, me disculpo que estaba haciendo, básicamente estaba haciendo cambiando la miniatura. Quería dar un diseño para cambiar la miniatura. ¿Por qué? Porque se entiende más o menos a dónde quiero llegar, pero es mejor con una representación visual.
Here, the thunder!
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Conflict is pitiless!
Esa cuenta en Europa. Sí, quiero guardar la miniatura.
The dead return! Here, the thunder!
Acceso rápido.
The combat report will be ready soon.
Y ya está. Ya se actualizó.
So strange.
Sí, ¿cuánto tiempo pasará hasta que se actualice la imagen? No sé.
Oh, let me guess. The gate isn't working?
La puerta hace
I don't
rato y hay que dar
understand.
una
It's
vuelta.
never been locked
básicamente.
before. And hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests.
Como la comida pesta, no hay que dejarles entrar.
Are you really from the Divination Commission?
Te llegaron a despedir.
No way. She's already demoted me to managing the repository. What else does she want from me?
Mejor que manejar la biblioteca.
There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access.
Bueno, más que todo esto me ayuda como que a recapitular un poco
Here
de qué iba la historia. Ya
You're
que como
pretty
que
sharp. Ugh,
habían
still on
pasado
corrosion.
muchas
What's going
semanas
on?
desde que había hecho la historia.
Great. This gate won't open either.
Me iba a dar mucho
The
de
Master Diviner
cómo se
waiting.
llegaba a
No,
salir.
I knew I'd offended that Diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingqi, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
¿Qué?
Oh, no need. Let me show you. This thing is pretty...
Bueno, a entrar. Estas sí son fáciles. Easy peasy. No hubo ningún
Wow, you're
problema y ahora me di
amazing,
cuenta que
Mr.
ya
Yang. You handled that well for an
cuando empecé a
outsider.
hablar pensaba que me
I
iba a ruido
officially
afuera y
hand
luego
over the
volvía a
title
poner
of
ruido
Keeper
adentro.
of the Loafing Gate to you. Anyone here surprised?
Nah.
Anyone?
Que sería
Here
un
comes
juego
trouble.
de un juego por turno si
Can't
hubiese un
we run
villano
around
o
to
un
them
enemigo
for
para
a
enfrentarlo.
change?
Pero bueno.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Ah, no puedo. Bueno. Lo estaba haciendo automático, pero supongo que no vale ahorita hacerlo automático.
Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
A foregone conclusion. Conflict is
No
pitiless.
soy muy tanto de tomar agua, así que no sé si cuánto debo de hablar para luego empezar a tomar sorbos de agua. Hablar unas palabras y luego
Commencing
empezar a
support.
otro sorbo de agua.
I'll see you off.
Ah, yo solo desaparece, no sé. Bueno, easy peasy.
Here, this
Me
thunder.
había quedado como un juego que volvían a la
Enemy
vida
targets
y
detected.
tenías que volver a crecer. Solo sé auto explosión. F.
A moment's excitement, nothing more.
No.
Let's wait.
Ok. No era lo que quería, pero al menos se me va a curar los personajes.
We have the upper hand.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Este tipo.
A foregone conclusion. Here, this thunder.
Lance at the ready.
Y ya está. Easy peasy.
A moment's excitement, nothing more.
Listo, la puerta abierta.
Was that the wind? A new crucible for the furnace.
Ah, pensaba que me iba a seguir, pero bueno. No, se fue. Y se marchó. Bien, güey.
Wow, a rare honor. No, I meant Chinchua. I didn't expect to see her here during work hours.
Aquí en horas de
That's
trabajo.
unfair. I'm working hard. Look, these are the guests the Master Diviner wants to meet.
A rare honor.
Are you talking about us this time?
Yes, the Master Diviner rarely allows outsiders. She likes her peace and quiet.
Paz y tranquilidad.
If you want to see the Master Diviner, head straight to the Matrix of Prescience. They're short of hands. The Master Diviner is run off her feet, and the Cloud Knights stationed there are driving away evil spirits. I don't know when they'll be done.
Bueno, es hora de empezar el... Ah, no, todavía no falta.
This is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale Jade Abacus calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy of the Divination Commission.
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
A jade abacus is just... a jade abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past. Take the matrix of prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything, from the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
Entonces, ¿son microchips?
It sounds like similar technology. Maybe we'll get a better understanding if we see the manufacturing process with our own eyes.
I'm afraid that's impossible. The Artisanship Commission's Hall of Jadeology keeps a close watch over the jade carving process. But if you're interested, there's a shop selling jade abacus jewelry in Starskiff Haven. I can show you around when I'm free.
Did you hear that? She said she's taking Mr. Yang jewelry shopping. That'll be interesting.
Supongo que un regalo para
Anyway,
eso.
don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a jade abacus or a computer? Just like today. Would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingque? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience Core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Okay. La apariencia.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
Bueno.
We're fluctuating between the heaven and thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fushen,
Fusha.
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a divination commission,
Desastre y
Fortune?
gran desgracia.
The matrix of prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the Commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the matrix of prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
but you're Fushen, the seer, the boundless, omniscient. Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fushen the Seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Sí, ayudante.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So, General, Even guests are on the payroll these days?
Ajá.
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the matrix of prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Qingque is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises.
Ya.
It's nice to have people I can entrust with difficult matters. I'm not like the General, and you don't even belong to my commission. I certainly won't be bossing you around.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well,
Sí.
then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is
Reiniciar las
currently
seminarios.
understaffed. Qingque will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. Psst.
I hath divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever.
Ricadero, sí. ¿Y qué era palabrita más?
What? Which magic word?
The universal one? Please?
Please.
Good enough.
Sí. Bueno. Aquí tiene, bueno, más o menos sentido, pero... Cosa. Ah, no, espera, tengo que ponerme detrás. Ahí. Listo. Uno para allá, otro para el otro lado, uno para arriba y otro para abajo. Es como esas fotos de álbumes antiguas. Pero bueno. A seguir con la historia. Para luego alcanzar la historia actual. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo fuiste?
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time.
El tiempo. Uno, listo. Quedan dos. Ok.
That should do it.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The
Sí.
more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it
Mientras
simple.
más complejo,
Don't
más
you
importante
think?
es que sea simple.
If it's so simple, why didn't your...
Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while. Like me.
Como a mí. Espera, si entro... La otra vez primero fui por allá y luego por allá, pero esta vez...
I'll see you off. Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
We have the upper hand. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
A foregone conclusion. Conflict is pitiless.
Uf, no hizo daño.
A moment's excitement. Nothing more.
sí. Ok, vamos a preguntar, ¿en el otro lugar había esto o era solo
Take
que
it, if it's to your liking.
no me fijé?
Yeah.
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Puerta andante.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Cianzhou. It's an arumaton. It's guarding the matrix of prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you sure it won't fly into a rage if we walk past it?
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the Matrix of Prescience. Friends, not foes.
Amigas, enemigas.
Prohibited.
Amigas.
March! You should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something!
Don't get complacent.
Ah, rayos, justo de elementos que no tengo.
Enemy targets detected.
Follow my charge.
Here, there's thunder.
So, show no mercy.
Nothing major. You chose the wrong enemy.
Sin duda hizo mucho ruido.
Commencing support. Enemy data signet markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
I'm on guard.
Nothing major.
Enemy targets detected.
Here, there's thunder.
Lance at the ready.
Bueno, o sea que supongo que
Eternal sleep, then dead.
Return!
Repay.
I'm on guard.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack.
Conflict is pitiless. Is that it? Show no mercy.
Ok, no era necesario activar la ulti.
Battles are chess games. No two are
This must be the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that.
Sí. Espacio.
Done. Next.
Solo falta uno más y ya estaría. Ya, me sorprende que esté abierto. Esto está cerrado para el otro lado.
Let me guess. Time, space. I bet the next terminal is energy related. Darn, the karma terminal. They say
Terminal
this
karma.
terminal is designed to establish causal relationships.
Tiempo, espacio y calma.
Ugh, we did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner.
Ok, se viene una cinemática creo. Así que... de antemano...
Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few... impacts. Are you ready?
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny. Not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with Estella Ron, but you... It's you. Absurd! I'd never have thought it.
Más acertijo difuso en el horizonte.
Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
Ok, no sé si es solo yo o también se corta para...
You go ask her. I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Creo que sí está medio el audio. Genio exquisito. Luz de una vida. Los profetas no hacen profecías. Ah, rayos, un momento.
You go. I don't want to talk to that woman. Be careful, though. Don't get fooled by her again. Fool you what now? Ugh, stop it. I'm getting Fu Xuan vibes.
Quiero fijarme que el audio esté correctamente, porque no sé si... Porque siento que a veces se ha entrecortado el audio. Y no sé qué sería de por qué rayos pasa eso. Aquí empieza a hablar con Kafka.
Hi. You haven't changed a bit. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state.
Sí, siento que el audio está ligeramente... Y si muteo el audio, un momento. No. Ok, no sé muy bien por qué es ese problema de audio, pero... Me parece que tienes que usar reventar menos.
Really? Well, that's good. I wouldn't want to affect your image of me. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me.
¿Qué vio Fusion? No sé.
Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail.
Okay, en serio, no sé si siento que lo escucho mal. Pero
since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly. Are you ready to hear my answer? Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Xianzhou. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Xianzhou and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Xianzhou. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the general. Presume, however, that's all the Master Diviner knows. Because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the matrix of prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Xianzhou Alliance to know in this moment. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Xianzhou Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the matrix of prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the matrix of prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Xianzhou. In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Xianzhou. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Xianzhou will offer you their help. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Xianzhou? Quite the plot twist, don't you think?
¿Por qué intentas ayudar?
Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook, the destruction. And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get. It will be a brutal struggle of Ionic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon. You know, even eons can be killed.
En el ojo. Ok, historia de Ángel. Vamos.
Hey, Locha. You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Keep going, it's interesting.
Y ya cerró el audio.
So, neons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the hunt and the abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes. Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. It's our way of saying goodbye. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanents and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants. Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
Friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
What was that?
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Wait! Let's think before we act. This will strengthen our position.
Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go.
Ok, es irónico que teniendo ahora lucha no puedo usar la lucha, pero bueno.
You're not going anywhere!
Receive divinity.
Don't worry about me. The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Let me through!
Eternal, the dead return!
I've no interest in conflict.
Miss, are you okay?
What do you think?
Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet.
My motor is broken. I can't move. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the 10 Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Huh. Curious.
How... oh, what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, you came... a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wakespan might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
Come with me.
This will strengthen our...
I've never seen anything like it.
You know, even eons can be killed. Is it so unthinkable? There are many stories about fallen eons. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. Now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths. And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to humanity. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Sheepe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Cienjo Alliance travels the universe, exterminating abominations cultivated by the abundance. So, the Cienjo, too, are engaged in this process. After the disappearance of Long the Permanent, Tazeronth divided the Eon's path. In the process, Tazeronth became a new eon, known as the propagation. My understanding is that Taseronth, or Imperator Insectorum to some, didn't last long. When the swarm disaster began to take hold, Taseronth was attacked and killed by multiple eons. What do you think? Fascinating stories, no? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you. Hold on. Any minute now. It's begun. Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Hey, did she brainwash you? Wasn't this the dead tree Qingque showed us earlier? How did it grow all of a sudden?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even the long-lived might not witness something like this in their lifetime. I'm so lucky.
Such extraordinary energy. It's the Stellaron.
Mr. Yang, do you mean the Stellaron is making the ambrosial arbor grow?
Yes, the Stellaron the Cloud Knights are searching for must be causing this anomaly.
No, todavía no.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning Kafka makes sense. It has helped me to fill in another piece of the puzzle. I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Luofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That shadowy organization of the denizens of abundance. Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
General, when did you have these suspicions?
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an external threat. The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. Our enemy must have had access to Luofu intelligence for things to unfold in this way. It is evident now. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But why is he here? And why did he draw the Astral Express? That piece of the puzzle still eludes me. Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group. Such lengths to get the Xianzhou and the Express onto the same track. Who would have believed it?
General, we must retain all urgency. The Ambrosial Arbor.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traders have planted it in the Ambrosial Arbor's delve, thereby causing the tree to grow once again. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus couldn't hold off any longer.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve when you know where it lies. Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor, expel the Stellaron spirits, and prevent the Arbor's resurrection.
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything. I have known the Stellaron's location for a while now. So why have I held back our forces?
General?
Well?
You're a scoundrel.
Pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now, which means the Cloud Knights have the situation under control and the traders have run out of patience. Now is the time to capture them all in one fell swoop.
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the losses if something goes wrong, General?
Please, Lady Fu, I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with the Astral Express. How could I look the other way?
The General's smiling again. Definitely errands. It's my fault. I had higher expectations of the General. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since when did we run out of people in the Luofu? Why are you staring at me? Do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret? Allowing Outworlders would be...
A violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Cienjo comes before its rules and regulations, all the more so in times of crisis. As such, I am about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Oh, decisions plural. What a rare pleasure. Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control. You will act in concert with the other forces in the approach to the Ambrosial Arbor through the Alchemy Commission delve.
Under my control?
You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to be a general, have you not?
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly... Understood. As you wish.
As for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our operation to seal the Stellaron. Lady Fu will deploy the Cloud Knights, but I would like you to set off in advance. Take a shortcut through the Artisanship Commission and convene with Lady Fu further down the line. Understood. Understood, worry not. I know how to repay a favor. The Cienjo has met with a dramatic chain of events, and each of you has chosen to stand by us. Your fearlessness moves me. Nevertheless, the enemy is upon us and time is of the essence. Let us not allow monetary affairs to cast a shadow over more pressing matters. Once catastrophe has been averted, we shall discuss this in greater detail. Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide for our astral friends.
Oh, of course, General. I am duty-bound.
Ok, quería hacer la broma tipo de stand. Su espíritu, su forma espiritual y su forma bajo. Ok, ahora sí. Bueno, ya sabiendo la historia de antemano. Sí, a ver, su cuello.
Imagine if the Divination Commission could predict how likely a person is to commit crimes.
Su cuello parece intacto de momento. Parece intacto.
Imagine if the Divination Commission could predict how likely a person is to commit crimes.
I thought I might be relieved of my guiding duties once the Divination Commission affair was over. Who would have thought the General would take such a liking to you? I suppose I must accompany you further. Fate can be so unpredictable.
¿Temes al peligro, señorita Tingyun? Señorita Tingyun.
The General said there are traitors aboard the ship. That only someone from the 6 commissions could bring the Stellaron into the Cienjo undetected, let alone plant it within the Ambrosial Arbor.
Yuko? No es Yukon, pero...
I am saying nothing of the sort. Just raising a doubt, that's all. Please be careful, benefactors.
If the Divination Commission could predict how likely a person is to commit crimes.
You have quite the sense of humor, benefactors. I've encountered more trouble with you than I have with the merchant fleet in 10 years. I just hope everything is smooth sailing from now on. Please look after me.
Me gustaría, pero las cinemáticas están fuera de mi rango de cuidado, así que eso.
I understand. the LeFou is in danger, and members of the Sixth Commission should stand united. You did save my life at Cloudford. Consider this my returning the favor.
Oh. Ok. O sea, estoy teniendo un... ¿Cómo decirlo? ¿Cómo se dice foreshadowing en inglés? Un presagio de cómo eras que se iba.
Imagine if the Divination Commission could predict how likely...
The General said that only someone... I am saying nothing. The General said only someone... I am saying... You want to leave straight away? Let me pack some things. I'll be right there.
Seré sencilla.
Imagine if the Divination Commission could predict how likely a person is.
I thought I might be relieved of my guiding duties once the Divination Commission affair was over. Who would have thought the General would take... You want to leave straight away? Let me pack some things. I'll be right there.
O aquí. ¿En qué momento habrá sido?
The Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge waterscape delves are adjacent to the Ambrosial Arbor Seal. I'd like you to investigate these places.
La alquimia y desfiladero de escamas.
It is an ancient artifact that was planted on the Xianzhou LeFou by Yaoshe, the Eon of Abundance. It has the power to shape life and subdue death at will. The ancestors of the LeFou people consumed the fruits of the Ambrosial Arbor and gained endless lifespans, thus becoming long-life species.
Ah, sounds like an amazing treasure.
Yes. It was also the bane of everything to come.
Imagine if the Divination Commission could...
Thousands of years have passed since the Rainbow Arbiter felled the Ambrosial Arbor. Most in the Xianzhou regard the arbor as nothing more than the stump of a dead tree. Only those familiar with our history and the ancient texts know of its origin. Our ancestors placed the stump in full view of the people precisely to make it seem unimportant. But in fact, they sealed it behind layers upon layers of delve enchantment. Even if one travels toward the Ambrosial Arbor, one will never reach it. Someone brought a Stellaron into the Xianzhou and planted... In my opinion, the force that provided the Stellaron and the force that activated it have different objectives. As outsiders, you are unfamiliar with the history of the Xianzhou. I cannot blame you for asking a question like this. Long ago, before the Xianzhou took to the skies, our ancestors lived on the surface of a planet. Like all of you, the Xianzhou people at that time were a mortal species with a lifespan of fewer than 100 years. There was a time when the ruling emperor could not bear his temporary existence, or the thought of his life's achievements being lost to another after his death. He became fixated on acquiring an elixir of immortality, and focused his power on constructing a fleet of 9 ships. These ships would voyage into deep space, where traces of gods were rumored to exist.
Did he succeed?
Yes, and no. He succeeded because, after an arduous journey, the 9 ships eventually witnessed the manifestation of a god. Yaoshe's appearance provided for all manner of unfathomable celestial blessings. However, he failed because the fleet has been lost ever since, and has never been able to return to its home planet.
That doesn't sound so bad. The Xianzhou people went on a great adventure and got what they wanted in the end. Right?
Oh? Our ancestors once thought so too, but the miracle of longevity was nothing more than a vain dream. Take the law Fu, for example. Immortality seemed like a beautiful thing. But what followed was population expansion and diminishing resources. In the struggle for survival, the immortals lost their humanity and degenerated into mere beasts. After paying the price with blood and tears, the Luofu people finally understood that immortality was not a free blessing, but the beginning of a cruel ordeal. In the eras that followed, other beings that had likewise received Yao Shi's blessings repeatedly attacked the Xianzhou in an attempt to take the sacred artifact as their own. Countless atrocities were committed as a result. Many Xianzhou comrades who were lucky enough to survive the wars became stricken with Mara, a condition that immortals are susceptible to. Had it not been for the enlightenment and protection of the Rainbow Arbiter, the Xianzhou alliance you see today would never have existed. At this point in the story, I assume you understand the disasters that the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor might bring about? I have asked Fu Shen to open a shortcut to the Divination Commission for you.
A step forward bridges no distance hence. The Ambrosial Arbor was felled thousands of years ago. Now it returns to life. The future of the Xianzhou is difficult to define. I had long anticipated it. Huh? She's not angry? Is there anyone that isn't 2 steps ahead of us around here?
Divination Commission.
Pursuing Kafka is a waste of time and effort. The Matrix of Prescience informed me of her innocence. Our priority is the Ambrosial Arbor.
To commit crimes.
From the time the Stellaron corrosion began to spread until now, the only reports we've received on the Alchemy Commission have come from alchemists and doctors stationed in other delves. The Alchemy Commission is where the Xianzhou's medical research and production take place. However, due to its proximity to the Ambrosial Arbor's seal, I'm afraid the Stellaron spheres may have plunged it into a deeper crisis than we first feared. To make matters worse, the General suspects there are traitors in the Alchemy Commission. The self-proclaimed disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been plotting this for a long time. And now they're using the location to their advantage. I must take action as soon as possible. He really is a delegator at heart, isn't he? There isn't much distance between the artisanship and alchemy commissions. I'm afraid the former is likely also facing imminent catastrophe. The star skiff is ready. I will lead the way.
Imagine if the Divination Commission could predict how likely...
Ooh, that was scary. I was having a snack in the repository when the Ambrosial Arbor started to grow. The trunk suddenly shot right up into the sky. So, the legends were right all along. Such is life, full of surprises. That's why you gotta seize any opportunity to take a break. Who knows when trouble will come knocking at your door. It'll be fine. Even if the sky collapses, we have the Master Diviner with us to hold it up. Oh, and now we have the General here too. What do subordinates like us have to panic about? Let the big shots worry about the big events. That's the secret to happiness. She did. She saw me on her way over. She told me to go to the repository and read up on anything related to the Ambrosial Arbor. A simple task like that is only 15 minutes work for me. I heard people say even the General has to watch his manners when asking you for help. Pretty impressive. I don't have much to offer you. Here, take this book. It's the thought that counts. I was gonna wait for the Master Diviner to get off work so I could show you around and teach Mr. Yang how to play Celestial Jade.
Your kindness is much appreciated, Miss Qingque. As for Celestial Jade, we'll have to leave it for next time.
I know, you've got an important task ahead. Sorry to keep you. Priorities are priorities. Well then, get back safely. Remember to come find me in Exalting Sanctum.
The Divination Commission could predict how likely a person is to commit crimes.
I still have important tasks from the General to attend to. Go carefully, all of you.
Wait! Master Diviner! Can you divine our fortunes for us? Is there anything we need to watch out for?
No need. My Omniscia has seen that your journey will be auspicious. Everything will proceed smoothly.
Are you sure? You don't need to use a crazy device or do more finger counting?
Well said. Thank you for your assurance, Master Diviner. Onward.
So...
Look at all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the LaFu. The Artisanship Commission Delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began. Why haven't these people taken star skiffs to safety?
Maybe the Artisanship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard act to follow.
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, March, adults forget what relaxation means after a certain age.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Just speaking from the heart, that's all.
That's it! First you then the General recruits you to the cause. It's like the stories where Imperial heroes bring salvation to the world. Still, it doesn't look like they're rolling out the red carpet. We might be getting ahead of ourselves. The Artisanship Commission is full of workshops, building state-of-the-art mechanisms, and craftsmen designing brand new concepts. Periodically stirring up trouble is part of their tradition. Entire buildings vanishing into thin air, puppet riots. You get the picture. It seems like the craftsmen are too afraid to go in, but they have nowhere to run to either. We should take care, benefactors. Something terrible must have happened.
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.
Master Gongshu. Oh, are you guys your clothes? I knew I was getting ahead of myself. You're just... Sorry this crap came during your trip. I'm sorry it came at all.
Yeah, you just need to tell us what the trouble is. General Jing Yuan pulled out all the stops to get us here. You can trust us.
You mean the General invited you? Is that a joke? The Luofu has the Cloud Knights. Why would he send outsiders? There's been a serious incident in the Artisanship Commission. Nobody's in the mood for jokes, miss.
You misunderstand, young sir. We genuinely want to help. Can you tell us what happened here?
Waiting around, that's what. We ran away. It was way too dangerous in there. Please, if you plan on living a little longer, don't go in there. There's been some kind of botanical disaster. It was like an ornamental tree somewhere suddenly started to grow. There were branches so thick you couldn't put your arms around them. It spread everywhere. The whole commission is being destroyed. I don't get it. The Artisanship Commission focuses on the mechanical. We've got nothing to do with hydroponics or accelerated growth. Where did that thing come from? The worst thing is, my master is still inside. Master Gongshu is the most experienced craftsman in the Artisanship Commission smelting works. He's in charge of our research project. When the incident happened, he dragged me, Zeming, and Yuncha to safety. But then he turned around and ran back in. I need to wait here for the Cloud Knight so I can tell them to rescue him.
Why did he run back in?
Is research data more important than life? I just heard him shout, "It's gone! We lost the furnace!" Anyway, you said you're here to help us, right?
100%. The General sent us.
You don't have to believe us. The Astral Express doesn't shout about its achievements. We'll look for your master.
In that case, if you find my master, please bring him out safe and sound. If anything happens...
Don't worry, young sir. Your master's safety is our...
None of us would be able to graduate this year.
Let's go. I think this conversation's run its course. Botanical disaster? It must be the Ambrosial Arbor. But what about the furnace his master mentioned?
The Stellaron facilitated the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor. The severity of the corrosion becomes worse as it grows.
Look, the roots are coming up through the ground. I'm afraid we've got some gardening work to do.
Life is as ephemeral as dew on a leaf, and full of worldly strife.
Upon commission grounds your feet do tread. Leave from, stay away.
Hold on! Let us explain. We're not...
What excuses do you have? Surprise me! Just pass it by. stumbled in, door wide open. Within Commission's grounds today was sown an evil spun by hands unseen, unknown. No longer. If the security mechanisms didn't teach you a lesson, these robots will. Golden cloud toad, illumination dragonfish. Are you all right? Wake up. I raised you like my own flesh and blood. Did you really have to destroy my little friends? I want compensation.
You didn't want to listen to us. We were here to rescue you and you started a fight for no reason.
Did those hopeless brats send you here? It won't work. They abandoned the Commission's precious assets and ran off to save their own little skins. Even if you rescue me, it won't change anything. All of them will fail their internships.
It's not like that. You're making this too complicated.
We're passing through on our way to the Alchemy Commission at the behest of General Jing Yuan and Diviner Fu. We'd like you to show us the way, Master Gongshu.
Really? The General sent you? Then this must be a mere misunderstanding. Don't worry about those things. Easy to fix. But there's not much I can do to help. The Artisanship Commission was suddenly taken over by some evil tree demon. It seized our most precious possession, the creation furnace. It's a dark and powerful entity. The robots, it was like they gained consciousness. They were moving in a circle around it. I fear approaching it is tantamount to suicide. But then, I couldn't just run away, knowing what lies sealed in the furnace. I'm sure General Jing Yuan must have believed wholeheartedly that you could save the Artisanship Commission from this crisis. Means I know of may yet serve your fight. Look, this is one of the Artisanship Commission's prototypes. The shifting screen. Good thing I got the students to take it out and make a few adjustments. Otherwise, they'd never have managed to get out in time. You all saw the Jade Gate on your way in, I assume? The shifting screen works in the same way. It connects two spatial coordinates in ways that laymen wouldn't understand. Indeed. With limited range and energy costs aside, to every star skiff soon shall woe betide!
You sure about that? Even our trailblazing space anchors sound better.
Thank goodness you take the time to perfect these inventions, Master. If not, the Skyfaring Commission would have become quite redundant now.
Ordinary would have used this beauty to teleport you thither, but through earth and air the wretched branches boiled. The shifting screen entangled thence and coiled. Hold on! Have some faith in me. The Commission is more than a match. Oh, piteous tree, who think thyself so strong, your match and more in strength to meet ere long. This is the first thing that came to mind when the tree demon attacked. It's a mechanical device codenamed the Lumenflux Pixis. I invented this weapon for the Cloud Knights. It's incredibly powerful, but...
Let me guess. Limited range? Energy costs?
Every light has its shadow. But this is more than enough to deal with the tree demon. And then... ignite! Fire beats wood! There's no way we can lose! Very good. The master reveals the door, but the apprentice must walk through it. You're much better than my useless students. What's happening? Is the delve collapsing? Seems like it worked. That tree demon must be writhing in pain! All right, there's no time to lose. Hurry through the shifting screen to the opposite side before the branches grow back!
Look, the ambrosial arbor's roots.
They've encoiled the Artisanship Commission's most precious invention, the creation furnace! Help me, dear young friends! Let's hack them away together! We can't let the roots punch through the furnace!
Careful, it's changing.
Whoa! What kind of monster is this?
Miraculous! It creates life at will! Such incredible power!
Don't get complacent.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack!
Follow my charge. Time for radiant spirit. Heed my word. Show no mercy! Here, this thunder!
Defend the weak.
It's guarding the ambrosial arbor's roots and the furnace.
Commencing support.
Follow my charge. Here, this thunder! that it?
Receive divinity.
1,000 thanks.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Look at the deer's feed. There are more roots coming up. No matter how much damage we do, it just heals itself. Not fair.
We'll have to retreat for now. Follow me.
No wonder the Xianzhou is so scared of the abominations of abundance. They're unstoppable. Miss Tingyun, are the long-lived species on the Xianzhou all like this?
I'm afraid this ebon deer was likely birthed by the ambrosial arbor as its guardian. It shares a close connection with the arbor's roots. Most living creatures on the Xianzhou don't have abilities like this.
Huh. As long as it's there, we can't get any closer.
I wonder... The ebon deer seems to heal itself instantly, but perhaps it's drawing that power from elsewhere.
Yeah! It can't heal if we take out the source, right?
The monster only seems to be active in the vicinity of the arbor. Let's look around and see if we can find anything.
So the General asked you to head to the Alchemy Commission, huh? The Artisanship Commission had no choice but to halt operations once the tree demon appeared. Young friends, I have a suggestion. Why don't we head that way?
Any thoughts, Master Gongshu?
When the deer revives, the surrounding roots glow brightly.
Great observation, Mr. Gongshu. It's amazing what you notice when you're not fighting.
I'm only an artisan, after all. My skills in clash of swords shall find no sake. Yet that which clasheth needeth hands to make. As Mr. Yang said, the deer monster is likely drawing power from somewhere in order to replenish itself. I'm certain that when the arbor glows, we are witnessing that very process. Precisely. You remember how we untangled the shifting screen with fire?
You're right. Those roots never grew back.
Not only that, its reaction suggested we'd hurt it. Perhaps that's our starting point.
Take hold of your weapons, young comrades. Let's raze these roots to the ground! See? My theory was correct! Keep going!
I commend you.
Quick! There's more routes over here!
Give me a moment. I'll set up the device.
We're done.
I suspect the ambrosial arbor's root system must have spread far underground. The only thing we can say with confidence is that we removed the majority of those within the bounds of the Artisanship Commission. Let's hurry, before they have a chance to grow back.
So, the next step is...
decir adiós a nuestro amigo ciervo.
Please never do that again.
Look, the roots coiled around the creation furnace. They've withered. Excellent! Nothing can stop you now!
Don't get complacent.
Conflict is pitiless!
I'm on guard.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Commencing support.
Here is thunder!
Not good.
Follow my charge.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Conflict is pitiless!
Lance at the ready.
Let's settle this. Eternal sleep.
The dead return! Show no mercy. Here is thunder!
You chose the wrong enemy.
Was that it?
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
Repay.
Conflict is pitiless!
I'm on guard. Not a scratch. Lance ablaze. Lance forward! Okay.
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder!
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
It's time.
Enemy targets detected. Peaches? I am kinda hungry.
March.
I'm just saying. It'll be a shame if they get smashed to pieces.
Conflict is pitiless! Show no mercy.
Commencing support.
Here is thunder!
Receive divinity.
1,000 thanks.
Repay. I'll see you off.
Ready for another?
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Conflict is pitiless! The dead return!
on guard.
Show no mercy.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Here, there's thunder.
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack. Thanks for the support.
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless.
Ready for another?
Show no mercy.
Receive divinity.
1,000 thanks.
Repay.
There's no time to lose.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead
Return! Here, there's thunder.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
I'll see you off.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
It's getting weak. Quick, finish it off.
Conflict is pitiless.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Not good.
I'm on guard.
Thanks for the support.
Lance at the ready.
Follow my charge. Show no mercy.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
General Jing Yuan said the ambrosial arbor was an unfathomable celestial blessing. At first glance, that deer could have been an ordinary life form, but the ability to heal such grave wounds in an instant, I think I finally understand why the Xianzhou decided to follow the hunt in eradicating the abundance. If immortal creations were left to spread their branches and roots throughout the universe, entire ecosystems would collapse. No wonder the people of the Xianzhou wander the universe, never settling on a planet.
You are a man of vision, Mr. Yang. It's a shame our ancestors, the Elixir Seekers, were unable to see that hidden curse 8,000 years ago. Perhaps some of them did reject the Plague Author's gift. But how could an entire civilization resist the temptation of immortality? Ironic, isn't it? The wise are buried, while the fools remain immortal. The Xianzhou regrets being led astray by the abundance. That's why they have decided to embark on the path of the hunt. Maybe it's not too late for redemption. Thank you for your help. I realize you must continue on to the Alchemy Commission, to the Ambrosial Arbor. After witnessing what happened here, I know there will only be more danger ahead. Go, friends, and stay vigilant. I wish you a safe journey.
Las raíces. Y la torre mil de nubes.
Thank you for your help. Those useless students and I will take care of the rest here. If worst comes to worst, we still have the Cloud Knights. It's only a legend. Though what with the ambrosial arbor having come back to life, I suppose it's no longer absurd. They say that a long time ago, when the Xianzhou Alliance was adrift in deep space, it encountered many unimaginable life forms. Among them were abominations known as heliobi. They existed in the form of pure energy, but craved the sensations and desires of mortal flesh and blood. Sometimes they managed to infiltrate the delves of the Xianzhou in order to bewitch humans and become parasites of their bodies. It's said that mortals parasitized by heliobi would lose their free will imperceptibly before gradually going berserk. After a prolonged struggle, the people of the Xianzhou finally managed to trap and seal the heliobi in a vessel. That vessel is the creation furnace. Our predecessors hoped that by burning the heliobi in the furnace, their energy would gradually be exhausted until they were completely destroyed. I don't know if there are demons in the furnace. Perhaps it's all just superstition. However, from the day I started learning from my master, I've looked after the operation of the furnace. Indeed, the flame inside has never been extinguished. It's only they say that among them, it's said that after that vessel, I don't know. Indeed, everything happened so quickly. My students and I were caught by surprise. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Now there's an old name. They say that when the Xianzhou Luofu was first granted the ambrosial arbor, the alchemists in the Alchemy Commission wielded tremendous influence. Using the power of the arbor, they transformed mortal bodies, manipulated the weather, and even brought never-before-seen creatures into being. They called themselves saints. Unfortunately, they didn't possess any saintly powers. As soon as the ambrosial arbor withered, the alchemists lost their status and were reduced to medical researchers and practitioners. I'm sorry I'm not able... I've always hated owing a favor. Take these with you. Rewards for your tireless efforts.
Whoa. Looks like the battle here was intense.
Con esa sonrisa. Esa voz.
The Master Diviner must have launched the campaign while we were delayed in the Artisanship Commission.
Indeed. Since General Jing Yuan tasked the Master Diviner with commanding the Cloud Knights, he must have known she'd act on the results of her divination.
Thank goodness the General didn't make us go with the Knights. Fighting is totally different from adventuring. All these people, it's tough to bear.
I'm afraid this is nothing, Benefactor. Centuries ago, an emanator of abundance besieged the Luofu with the aim of taking the Ambrosial Arbor. They destroyed half our delves and killed most of the Cloud Knights. For long-life species, such events are more like yesterday's memories than ancient history. This awful spectacle is child's play in comparison.
Hey, is that supposed to make us feel better?
It's hard to tell if the Master Diviner won or lost here.
Una victoria rotunda.
I think so too. I can't see many Cloud Knights. The Xianzhou must have fought well.
Not necessarily. There'd usually be a base with supporting forces set up after a successful engagement, but we don't see any of that. Let's look around and see if we can find some clues.
Be careful. Those monsters are pretty tough. Look, there's someone over there.
I commend.
Will of preservation.
Let's wait and see.
Here! There are still survivors here.
You're not the Knights. What is your purpose here? It's dangerous.
We're reinforcements sent by the General. Where's everyone else?
Resorting to short-lived species as reinforcements. Jingyuan is truly running out of options.
Run! She's a disciple of Sanctus Medicus!
Silence. If my healing worked, you'll become one of us. And then it's not just me they'll be running from.
Hurry! Leave here! I can't control myself anymore!
A foregone conclusion. Conflict is pitiless.
I'm on guard. Ha!
The lives of short-lived species are so fleetingly brief. Why seek death?
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Let's settle this.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
A foregone conclusion. Here is thunder.
Lance at the ready. Lance forward!
I'll see you off.
Conflict is pitiless.
I'm on guard.
Why did you come to the Xianzhou? To seek immortality? You don't have to appease Jingyuan. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus can provide all that you desire.
A foregone conclusion. Here is thunder.
It's time. Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Let's settle this.
Not a stretch.
Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Lance at the ready.
Hold on. We'll find someone to help.
Don't waste your time. They've converted me. I don't have much longer.
Mira cómo está sonriendo.
Go! The Master Diviner's troops are ahead.
Let's go.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus were in hiding for so long. Now they finally show their face. Did the Master Diviner fail to foresee this? Be careful, benefactors. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus worship Yaoshi, the Plague's author, the greatest enemy of the Xianzhou. The Alliance has been trying to root out their secret organization for millennia. It's no coincidence that they've chosen this moment to reveal themselves.
I commend.
Our Sanctus Medicus sorcerer is hiding out there. It's too dangerous to roam. Please wait here for the Master Diviner's return. Who goes there? Show yourselves! Wait, it's you. Quickly, in here. It's dangerous outside.
You recognize us?
Are you not the General's guests? The Master Diviner prophesied your arrival. We were ordered to wait for you under any circumstances. Yes, the Master Diviner ordered us to remain stationed here and went to scout ahead. They're saying the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have returned. They haven't been seen for an age. The troops are anxious. It's good that you're here. The Master Diviner said the Knights weren't to move out until you arrived. Please wait in the camp. We'll decide on our next steps once the Master Diviner returns.
That the Cloud Knights received orders not to advance is a bad sign. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I've heard the name before. If memory serves, they're an underground sect of the Abundance that's said to have lain dormant within the Xianzhou, plotting to overthrow the Alliance. The Stellaron has certainly caused Abundance-like abnormalities. Is that what motivated the Disciples to come out of the shadows? No. The Knight's main force remains intact. Something must have happened. Something we're not aware of. The Master Diviner isn't here. Let's head into camp and see what we can learn from the troops here.
Good idea. Why don't you take a look around, benefactors? My feet need a rest.
Yes. So.
Have you talked with these disciples, benefactor? What do you make of them? Why would they betray the Luofu? I don't understand. Have you talked with these disciples, benefactor? What do you make of them? Why would they betray the Luofu? I don't understand.
Command talisman required for operation.
What?
We probably need to present it with a command for it to act.
Command talisman required for operation.
What?
The Master Diviner has gone ahead.
But this is different from all our previous battles. Captain, even our own comrades may become our enemies this time.
Every Cloud Knight knows what they must do if their comrades become Mara-struck. Don't forget your training.
But this shouldn't be happening! We're still so young. We're not old enough to be stricken with Mara yet.
There are records of such a phenomenon in the Cloud Knight's martial doctrine. Those who come into contact with the Plague's author become Mara-struck instantly. I never thought the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were real, or so close to us.
I don't know how many more of our soldiers will... But this is different.
Every cloud...
But this...
There are...
The Cloud Knights undergo such thorough training. How could they lose control like this? It's one thing for humans to be stricken with Mara, but Foxians and Vidyadhara?
It was so close. So close. Even seasoned soldiers, soldiers of 3 centuries, were turned into twisted beings. I was almost.
Aquí sí te dan una vida real.
Have you talked? Why would they betray the LeFou? I don't understand.
Disciples of Sanctus Medicus? Who'd have thought our enemies would turn out to be the disciples of Sanctus Medicus? The Master Diviner must have kept it quiet to avoid alerting them. So...
I just felt there were enemies all around me. I only felt hatred. I wanted to kill everything in my path.
You want to ask questions?
Finally, someone to talk to. That shining seed?
Do you still remember Cocolia?
The Master, we tried, but look up. That shining.
Do you still remember Cocolia?
The Master, we tried many, but look upon it now. So, you witnessed in the Befall era, but that...
Shut it, rambling rodent.
What did we... Oh, you don't understand. I see a
Don't listen.
We're just having fun.
Yo no sé, tengo guión.
It was so. Even seasoned soldiers.
Forgive me for being brief. We took over this place a few hours ago under the Master Diviner's command. It was only afterwards that we learned everything was going as planned. The sorcerers of the Disciples and the fantastic creatures they commanded were no match for us. And after a while... Thanks for your intel. I'll dispatch someone immediately. The greatest fear of the Xianzhou people is succumbing to our Mara-struck form around others. To do so means that we have given up. What the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did are despicable acts that every Alliance resident detests. I swear to the Arbiter.
No, tingin sa ahí.
Have you talked with these disciples, benefactor? What do you make of them?
En la búsqueda de un conocimiento creciente de que se pierda.
Shh. That's a brave thing to say out in the open. If the Cloud Knights hear you, they won't think twice. It strikes me that you'd use any means to achieve your goal, benefactor. Xianzhou natives are more afraid of immortality than they are of the days coming to an end. They received eternal life as they had desired, but are doomed to a fate more terrifying than death. The abundance played a cruel trick on them. Have you talked with...
Logos.
True, but in the eyes of the denizens of abundance, ignoring the true nature of long-life species, suppressing the inner Mara, maintaining the facade of moral society, it's a child's game. Another breed of madness, perhaps.
Reprimir los demonios de la mente.
Xianzhou natives are more afraid of immortality than they are of the days coming to an end. They received eternal life as they had desired, but are doomed to a fate more terrifying than death. The abundance played a cruel trick on them. Have you talked with these... They brought this upon themselves. The Xianzhou Alliance forbids anyone from accessing forbidden knowledge regarding immortality. They should have thought about whether they were capable of paying the price when seeking the power of an eon. Xianzhou natives are more afraid of immortality than they are of the days coming to an end. They received eternal life as they had desired. Have you talked with these disciples, benefactor? What do you make of them? They brought this upon themselves. They should have thought about whether they were capable of paying the price when seeking the power of an eon. Xianzhou natives, they received eternal... Have you talked with these disciples, benefactor? What do you... They brought this up. They should have thought Xianzhou natives, they received...
When the Master Diviner gets back, we might be in for tough times. Are you ready?
Deseas adentrar en una bifurcación que afectará tu viaje. Atención, tu elección tendrá resultados irreversibles. Condenar las siguientes misiones y desaparecer de forma permanente a medida que se desarrolle la historia. Bifurcación que afectará tu viaje. Tu elección tendrá resultados irreversibles. Condenar las siguientes misiones y desaparecer de forma permanente a medida que se desarrolle la historia. conocido hasta la fin, se beneficia de la yo y realizar la fusión. Sería ola de reminiscencia.
Let's settle this. Follow my conflict.
It's pitiless.
Sobrecargado. X. Por algún motivo, de repente la oscuridad te absorbe. Se trata de un campo gravitatorio en donde la curvatura espacio-tiempo se expande hacia su límite ideal. La materia de luz puede escapar de él. Sientes como si un líquido negro, un mar de oscuridad, te estuviera tragando. Has perdido el olfato y el oído y todo parece alejarse de ti. Ahora todo vas a celebrar eso, oye. Estiras los dedos, pero sigues sin poder tocar el vasto y oscuro mar. Te sientes como un trozo de grasa flotando en un mar de arena, de pena. ¿Dónde es la nihilidad, X? La nada. Tu espíritu se ve afectado porque tienes a X cerca. Tú tienes significado del rápido. La voz de Harda trae de vuelta tu mente estrellada. Solo te pregunto dónde lo singular. Algunos datos sobre y sigue ese contigo. Aguanta la respiración y trata de nuevo de concentrarte. Parece que eres capaz de escuchar sílabas sin tono en lo más profundo y vacío de su voz. Miras a tu alrededor y sabes que está cerca, pero no puedes distinguir su presencia. Es posible que se encuentre justo al lado de tu oreja. Rápidamente tu espíritu comienza a quebrarse. Se quiebra cuando están cerca de X, pero no parece que lo haga a propósito de por tu fuerza de ayuda. Ah, rayos, todas son de ingenuidad.
Here, there's thunder!
You chose the wrong enemy. There's no time to conflict.
It's pitiless!
I'll see you off.
Show no mercy.
Enemy data SecureNet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
A foregone conclusion. Here, this thunder.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Commencing support.
Conflict is pitiless.
Will of preservation.
I commend.
I'll see you off.
Enemy targets detected.
Follow my gear. This thunder. Show no mercy.
Infligir daño a otros enemigos y...
We need
Let's
a
wait
strategy.
and see.
Will of preservation.
I commend.
Repay. Don't get complacent. Eternal sleep.
The dead returns!
Enemy data SecureNet markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Conflict is pitiless.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Let's settle it.
Commencing support.
There's no time to lose. Here, this thunder.
Lance at the ready. Ha!
Bueno, eso es algo. Ah, no tengo.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
I'm on guard.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Here, this thunder.
It's time.
There's no time to lose.
Conflict is pitiless.
Follow my charge.
So.
I'll see you off.
The dead return!
Show no mercy. A foregone.
Here, this thunder.
Let's wait and see.
I commend.
Repay.
There's no time to lose.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Conflict is pitiless.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
The redemption. Prayers won't help you.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Commencing support.
Follow my charge.
Here, this thunder.
For your sins.
Show no mercy.
Lance at the ready.
Remember this moment.
Nice teamwork.
Let's settle this.
Enemy targets detected.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
For your sins.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
There's no time to lose.
Conflict is pitiless.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Here, this thunder.
Thanks for the support. Commencing support.
Follow my charge.
The redemption. Prayers won't help you.
I'll see you.
Enemy targets detect. Ready for another?
Is that it?
Execute the judgment.
There's no time to lose. Show no mercy.
For your sins.
Is that it?
Lance at the ready.
1,000 thanks.
I've lost my way.
When faced with
Let's
an army,
wait and see.
bide your time and
Will of
time your
preservation.
attack. I commend.
Repay. Don't get
Enemy data
complacent.
secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
Dead return!
Commencing support.
Here is thunder!
Nothing major.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
A foregone conclusion.
Conflict is pitiless!
I'm on guard.
Enemy targets detected.
Here is thunder!
Show no mercy.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Is that it?
You chose the wrong end.
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless!
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
Dead return!
Enemy targets detected.
Here is thunder! Conflict is pitiless!
Not a scratch.
Show no mercy.
Let's settle this.
Commencing support.
Here is thunder!
You chose the wrong enemy.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
There's no time to lose.
Conflict is pitiless!
I'll see you off.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Lo malo es que no me dan las de que quiero, pero bueno.
You chose the wrong enemy.
We have the upper hand.
A foregone conclusion.
Here is thunder!
It's time.
Follow my charge.
Conflict is pitiless!
Lance at the ready.
I'll see you off.
Enemy targets detected.
A foregone conclusion.
Here, this thunder.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Ataques se congela, nice. Este era el que quería. Cinco ataques, 150.
Let's wait and see. Proceed.
Will of preservation.
I'm with you.
I commend.
Repay.
Threat index raised. Execute annihilation.
Receive divinity.
Thanks for the support.
Don't get complacent.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Show no mercy.
Here, this thunder.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Let's settle this.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Conflict is pitiless.
Executing operation. Initiating. Reevaluating. Power amplification.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
You chose the wrong enemy.
There's no time to lose.
Here, this thunder.
Show no mercy.
Calculating result. Analysis complete.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
Let's settle this.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Lance at the ready.
Initiated. Power amplification.
Here is thunder.
Executing operation. Value exceeds threshold.
Okay, commencing support.
I'll see them. Conflict is pitiless.
Executing annihilation. Initiating.
I'm on guard.
Enemy targets detected.
Calculating result.
Receive divinity.
1,000 thanks.
Analysis complete.
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder.
Application authorized. Purge initiated.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
Evaluating variables.
Done. Show no mercy.
Lance at the ready.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Thanks for the support.
Executing operation. Value exceeds threshold.
Let's settle this. Eternal sleep. The
dead return! Here is thunder.
I'm on guard.
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Battles are chess games. No two are alike.
Ah, 20 nada más. Pero bueno. Y a darle y a terminar la historia. Que demoré 3 horas. 3 horas. Muchas gracias y adiós. Chao, bye bye.